Hey folks, it's Tuesday. I'm Alan Manick, the Hot Rod Hippie. You put those two things together, and that means it's Tooltip Tuesday. So let's check out what I got for you this week. So this week on Tooltip Tuesday, we're taking a look at the Marson threaded insert tool. This is known by a lot of different names, whether it be a nutsert tool, a threaded insert tool, a Rivnut tool, a Rivet Nuts setter. These things are just handy tools for putting threads where there weren't any before. So basically what this tool is it's a tool for installing threaded inserts. Pretty straightforward and simple concept. It has a drawbar. The tool actually draws it back in, much like a pop rivet tool would do, grabbing onto the mandrel in the rivet and pulling it through. This guy takes these little threaded inserts and it installs them into sheet metal for you, or even some thicker materials. So you can put a boss into a piece of material, so you have a threaded insert, a place to bolt things onto. I use these all the time. I'll use it a lot when I'm making fan shrouds, so I can make them serviceable, so I can bolt them on and unbolt them. I can bolt the fan to the fan shroud. I'll use them to mount fuse boxes, relays, anything inside of a car where I'm going to be mounting something. I will very often consider using these because they allow me to have a blind insert in there. I don't have to get behind there and back up a nut with a wrench and tighten all that together, have a couple of different hands to work with. This makes it so I can have a threaded insert in there. I can just hold up the component I'm trying to install, put the bolt or screw into it, and I'm done. There are a range of different names for these. As I mentioned before, nutsert, threaded insert, Rivnut are some of the most common ones I see. This kit that I have here comes with 4 different sizes: 832, 1024, 1032, and 1/4 Now these are available in larger sizes and smaller sizes, though you're going to need different tools for those. You'll need the different mandrel for the smaller ones, and for the bigger ones, this thing, it's not quite strong enough. You're really going to tire your hand out trying to use this thing on bigger 5/16 or 3/8 ones. They do make pneumatic and hydraulic units for this job that are easier to use but are significantly more expensive. So let me go ahead and demonstrate for you how this thing actually works so you can see it in operation. As you can see, I've got the drawbar installed on there. I'll install the threaded insert onto the threads. It's really straightforward. You just insert the threaded insert into the material you're going to be installing it in. Make sure it's pressed firm against the face of the material and squeeze. As you're squeezing, it's actually drawing the backside in like a pop rivet would do. Now after the initial pull, we'll just go ahead and tighten this a little more into the insert. Now this piece of material has a threaded insert for a 1/4 bolt ready to go. Now, something you're going to encounter is a lot of the inserts you'll find for these are aluminum. The aluminum ones strip really easily, and they also spin in the material pretty easily. Personally, I like these steel ones with the knurling on there. Like I said, I find that the threads are stronger in them, and also they don't spin in the material as easily, because it is just squeezing on the material, and that's all that's keeping it from spinning. You do need to think about that. I only use these to mount light things that aren't not critical or under a load. A fuse box, a relay, a ground wire, simple things. I'm not using these to mount heavy duty components, wiper motors, or cross members to frames for the bigger ones. They can be really handy for like serviceable panels, maybe an access door to get to something. This guy can be really helpful and handy for creating those bolt-on accessible components. This kit goes for about $78. I'm going to put a link down in the description. You can check it out for yourself. I really do recommend this if you're building a custom car. This can be really handy for installing all kinds of components and making it a cleaner job and an easier job in the end. All right, folks, thanks for checking out this week's Tooltip Tuesday. Go ahead and like the video if you found it informative. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you use one of these often? Do you have an older design one? Do you have one of the more fancier ones? Maybe I should really check one of those out. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this every week. Thanks for coming around, folks.